Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. You're watching In Deep on the Delta. We are here on the Dirty D here in California. I'm with my friend and fishing partner, Cameron Cardoza. Thanks for joining me, Cam.
Pleasure, Steve. Thanks for having me.
If you don't know Cam, he is a fixture here on the Delta when it comes to the tournament scene. He is also a mentor for one of the top youth angling clubs in California. That is the San Joaquin Bassmasters Youth Fishing Club. Great bunch of kids here on the Delta, Cam. We're all proud of those guys. You've sent some of them to college scholarships. They've went on to national tournaments. I think you've had a couple of state champions. Unbelievable club. You guys are doing a great job.
We've been blessed as a club around here to have all the support of the angling community as well as yourself. So it takes a village, and I can't thank everybody enough for that.
The reason I have you here today, recently I came across a reel that is produced from the KastKing company. This is what they call their Deadbolt reel. Being a Delta rat, when you talk about Delta fishing, you're talking about frogging, punching, heavy flipping. A lot of things where we don't need a drag. That drag is down, pinched down as hard as we can get it to go. This has no drag. It locks like a deadbolt, and this is for jarring hook sets, the kind of hook sets you need when you're fishing frogs and punching. Although I am familiar with KastKing, I am not familiar with this reel. From our past fishing, I know that you have used KastKing, you like the brand, you have used this reel. So if you can help me out with this, I'd appreciate it. If you agree to do that, we'll sit down and do a little review on this KastKing Deadbolt reel.
I'd love to. It's a fabulous product. I've got an older one here that I've been using already now for a couple seasons. Let's sit down and talk about it.
Let's do it. Let's go over this KastKing reel. It's the KastKing Speed Demon Elite Deadbolt reel. And those of you who watch my program know that I don't do unboxings. I generally don't pull a bait or a reel out of a box and tell you how shiny it is. They all look good when they're pulled out of the box. That's why I've got Cam here. Cam has used these reels for, I know, the past at least 4 or 5 years that I've known you. You've talked about them.
Yes, sir.
So Cam is going to give you the in-depth, down and dirty situation,
literally dirty,
down and dirty situation on what these KastKing reels will do. I'll give them the specs, and then you could talk about what you like about them, what your experience has been, and I also want you to talk about your maintenance schedule on these things. We'll do that in just a minute. So we've got the Speed Demon Elite Deadbolt bait casting reel. It comes in at $119, which is an excellent price point. It fishes more like, in my humble opinion, my first impressions of this, it fishes like a reel that's double that price. Sure. No drag on these. This is for punching, flipping, and heavy fishing. As soon as you turn that crank, there is no drag. It's not going to slip. It's for bone-jarring hook sets. It's got an aluminum frame with a carbon side cover. There is no play in this reel. The fit and finish is excellent coming out of the box. They have 10 stainless steel bearings. They've got a centrifugal braking system. All the gears are brass. It's a 7:4-to-1 gear ratio. It weighs in at a feather light 6.7 ounces. A line capacity of 110 yards of 12-pound test. With that, I want to turn it over to Cam. Cam, let him know what your experience has been with KastKing in general, and especially with this new KastKing Deadbolt Elite Series reel.
Well, as you can see, I brought the old one that I've got. I've had this for probably 2 seasons now, maybe going on 18 months to 2 years. There's a bunch of rub rash on there. You can probably see some filamentous and some almond dust in there. I am definitely not the best upkeeper of reels. I am not.
When Cam says he's not the best when it comes to upkeeping, that basically means he is the worst at upkeeping. I've never seen a guy like this. There is no oil that gets put on these reels. He fishes a lot. We're in the Delta. It's got scum on it. It's got dirt on it. Cam does not take care of his stuff. I love him for that. He's a fisherman. He is not a real maintenance man. So I want you to be perfectly clear and let them know that These reels get used hard and put away wet.
They do. And all of my KastKing products are the same. They get used hard and they do get put away wet. They don't get oil. They don't get wiped down. So for all of you anglers out there that I'm sure are better at maintenance than I am, you're really going to love this reel. It's what I call an infinite drag, which means there's no drag. There isn't 10 pounds of drag. There isn't 20 pounds of drag. If you could tie this to a 15-pound bowling ball and your rod won't break, you could boat flip that bowling ball.
It's not going to slip.
It's not going to slip. It's impossible to slip.
You can't adjust the drag.
No, there's no star drag on here. It's built without that. It takes one part of the equation away when you're heavy punching, frogging, heavy flipping. When you need to get that fish doing what you want it to do in a short amount of time, this Deadbolt, I can't compare it to anything.
And, you know, I'm going to play the devil's advocate. If there's one thing that I do see about this reel that may not be on the positive side, it is not a reel that you're going to want to go out and buy and expect it to be your utility reel. This is a very a reel that is for very specific applications, and we're talking frogging, heavy flipping, and punching. So that might be the one downside of this, that it's not a do-everything reel. I've got mine on a heavy or a light flipping rod. I flipped it around. It took me about maybe 5 minutes the first time I pulled this out to adjust the spool tension and basically the castability of this. These cast really nice. When it comes to flipping and getting that bait out there, they are extremely smooth. The other thing I like about this on the Delta, you'll see that this reel handle is very thick. The other thing that I've had problems with is maybe you step on the handle, or you can even bend some of these handles, you know, with Delta style fishing. This handle is an overbuilt handle, and I really like that. When you open these up to mess with the drags, I don't like the side plate coming off. This stays on the reel, and you can work on it and adjust your drags without losing this, dropping into the water, whatever. But all of these little breaks in here, they're very easy to just take and I don't have big long thumbnails, or fingernails, I can just take these and they snap back and forth, and they're very easy. You can hear them snap. You know when you have a break on. When you go to put this reel back, I'll show you how easy it is to put it back. There it is, and just so you can see it, they are easy to open and close. The spool tensioner here, I don't know if you can hear this, it has a click on it, and I like that because when you can hear it, you know when it's in very, very small increments. When you're trying to really dial that in, you can hear it, and it's very easy to adjust. So lots of little things like this that I like about it. I plan to do more maintenance on this thing than you probably do, so I don't see any reason why the durability of this should come into play. Anything else you want to say about this?
You know, I mean, I could go on and on about it, but I think you kind of covered everything well. I think it took you approximately 3 minutes to dial in the brand new one that you were using. Everything is to the micro click. From the brakes to the tensioner, all of it is just super quality. KastKing gets better and better every single year that they come out with product. They're innovators. It's a Texas-based company, so they're a U.S. company. You know, it's a fabulous reel, especially for that jungle type fishing that I know all of the viewers here on the channel are into fishing. So, I mean, it's just great. I can't wait to get out here and get after it.
Last but not least, I want to give KastKing a big shout out for their donations to the local youth organizations. As I said, they're here in Texas. They're not in California. They are based in Texas. They do have dealerships all over the United States and all over the world. But they support their local youth people, and that is something that I think is really important. And I always want to point that out when I talk about, you know, whatever company we're talking about when they do something like that.
That's huge.
Yeah, big shout out. And I know these reels will be coming off our rods today and going directly to the San Joaquin Bassmasters. And I will also say, if you are interested in these, I have a a discount code. If you go to the KastKing website, and by the way, you can buy anything on the KastKing website at this discount. You go to the KastKing website, poke in discount code SC10, and you're going to get a discount. I will also say anything that comes in through that, if you guys start buying these things, you like them, you spread the word, anything that comes in on that code, we're going to be donating to the Bassmasters also. So,
oh, wow, that's incredible.
So if you want to go out and get a good price on the reel and actually maybe do some good for your local youth anglers, take a look at that KastKing website. And they make reels with drags on them. They make fishing rods. They make lots of tackle. If you see something there, you'll get a good price.
Braided lines, sunglasses. It's kind of a one-stop shop. And a huge thank you to KastKing. A huge thank you to all the viewers out there. Give it a shot. You won't go wrong with this reel. A lot of you've known me from out here. It's on my rods. They're there. So if you want to come and check them out, just flag me down, let me know. I've got probably 12 of them that are on the deck at all times. Great product.
Cam, thanks for helping me out with this, and I think you've brought some on-water experience, and that's what I like when I do my reviews. So.
It's a pleasure. Thank you, Steve, for having us.
Well, are we going to go out to breakfast, or are we just going to get the heck off of this Delta when it's so hot?
I'm good for whatever. I want to fish, but that's just me. So,
all right.
Breakfast sounds good too.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, be safe, get out on the water, have some fun, and we'll see you out there.